In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I was just wondering about 15 minutes ago whether or not I should make a TV segment early enough for Trump to enjoy. Well, then he tweeted, "Good morning." So I didn't read it, but he tweeted 5 minutes later. I'm not going to be able to get up that early unless I have people calling me at weird hours of the night, waking me up at 3:20 in the morning like they did this morning. Now it's like 5, and I was thinking about all that at 4:20 when we came through. So anyhow, what's on my mind? Why would I be thinking Trump? Well, I'm thinking terrorism of the last administration that literally defeated me in a lot of my aspirations. I was thinking that any minute for the last 7 years I've been in this geological location trying to raise a kid, that they're going to come in here any minute, which they tried one time, and now they're back. And what caused it was out of the blue, naturally, but it's still the same traumatic experience that it was 8 years ago, 4 years ago, and now I'm going to court trying to figure out if I really want to get my child to come home after he turned me in for being a brutal monster. No, according to the social worker. Of course, I want my child to have his home, and I want him to enjoy his home like he has done for thousands of hours. I enjoy my home, except for I pull all the curtains shut. If my son goes outside, I go outside. If my son goes inside, I keep coming inside and checking on him. For every second he's accounted for the past 7 years. I had him in a daycare. It was brutal. They're still operating just like they were. They want to drive a wedge in between everybody, and I don't know. I don't understand it. I guess it was totally terrible back in the day, whatever, I don't know. I think I've spared him from everything that I went through way before the age of 8. I had all kinds of stuff way before the age of 8. From love found to love lost, I wasn't looking for anything. Okay? Since the day I started out, I wasn't looking for anything. It just kept finding me and finding me, and I can't deny that it's going to keep trying to find me, and it's going to keep on trying to intervene and enforce its way into my life, and I can't stop it. I can remember having missed meal after meal after meal as a child because it kept finding my dad's pocketbook, taking necessary appropriations to service moving infractions and the etc. of fees and permitting and citations for lack of all-encompassing insurance that still does not exist today. Okay, and now we'll get to the punchline and the finish mark. The current system where people's homes are forced to pay to government employees to push people around, take their homes, bulldoze this over here, delegate to this person's interest and this other special person's interest. The government just takes it and redelegates it to corporations to make a bunch of money and individuals that own corporations to make a bunch of money. The government mandates us to have insurance and forces every citizen to purchase insurance off of other individuals that don't even live in this country. You want made in America? Let's look at the insurance company and industries. Where do they begin? And you're going to look at Europe, because that's where the first insurance began, to ensure that their crops made it to the promised land. All right? We need a sales tax to pay for everything the government needs, leaving the homeowners sovereign with their real, true retirement plan. Groceries don't keep forever. I realize that. A garden spot gives you more and more every time you put something into it. The more you cultivate the land, have time to cultivate the land, not running around trying to give you money to some self-proclaimed man. I'm getting ready to go to court right here in a minute, and I'm absolutely not really going to jump through any of their hoops. And I keep thinking that over and over, and that's what I'm going to have to do, because this is so bogus that everybody can cultivate a conversation, that all the videos stop playing when it's time to get to the nitty gritty. So I'm going to try to keep some videos going. That's why that video is not on. Did you hear that thing just time out on a short little video? You know how many times I've begged and pleaded, and then my video even died. My Google won't even write what I tell it. And I'm so pissed I don't have time to film it. I don't know. I'm down to 2. One just died. This one probably died. Then I'll be really nervous that one's going to die. I'm hoping that this gets through, because we got to get rid of all the little bureaucrats and all the levels of government taking from each citizen. You're going to take from his labor. You're going to take from his trade. You're going to take from his personal assets on an annual basis. And then you're going to have to, due to the low engineered minimum wage, you're going to have to pander to a third party and be needy to get your block grant of money. The state would rather keep a certain amount of people in desperation with a low minimum wage, because there are people working for minimum wage. Okay? And when you're in your 20s, you are worth more than when you are in your 40s and 50s. Don't let them tell you any other. From 35 up, you're worth more in the physical market. Don't let them lowball you, because you're going to injure yourself. And you're going to leave parts of yourself out on the field like somebody might claim is a great sacrifice to football players or whatever. We leave ourselves on each job site. Pieces. After so many pieces, we get tired. We ain't worth shit. A lot of people get high blood pressure because they have to sit and rest more.